Okay. Well, very good morning, guys. Just hold on. Meeting link got changed. Just 2 minutes. We'll start. Okay. Well, let's start. So last day we just been talked about how to install the Visual Studio on your machines, and the next thing is I explained you about the rules and regulations to be followed for writing a C sharp program. If at all you want to write a C sharp program, as we discussed, like we require to follow a set of rules and regulations here. So what are the rules and regulations to be followed? I just demonstrated in the last class. And then we have been talking about the syntax to define a class and the syntax to write the main method in the class. Is that clear? How to define the class and how to write the main method in the class. They are the things what we've been talking up in the previous session. Okay. So, fine. Today we'll do one thing. We'll try writing a program. We'll try writing a program in C#, compile it, and also see how to execute the program. How to write a program, how to compile the program, and how to execute the program. All these three things we'll try to discuss today. Okay. Okay. Let's see now, how exactly are we going to write a program in C# language? So we'll do one thing, guys. To save our code, I'm a computer. I have two drives, C drive and E drive. To save our code, we'll do one thing. On the E drive, on my computer E drive, let's create a folder, guys. Let us create a new folder. We'll name the folder as C#7. Yeah, there's a folder I created. See, all of you, when you're creating your folders, files, or anything, never use spaces. Never use spaces and special characters. Are you clear? Most of the people do it. Special characters, spaces. Don't do those two mistakes. No spaces in the folder names, no special characters in the folder names, even file names also. Is that clear? So whenever you are giving names, try to adopt Pascal case. Try to adopt the Pascal case to separate the words, but don't give spaces between the words. Okay, just created a folder with a name called C#7. From today, I will store each and everything into that folder. Okay, until the last class, we will save everything into this folder now. Okay, fine. Who is this Khan? And guys, no one click on the links that are shared by others. Who are you, Khan? What is this chat group? Don't share the group. Don't share like this. Yeah, we'll create a WhatsApp group for all of you. Yes, I will create a WhatsApp group for all of you. We'll just for any sharing any information, I will create a WhatsApp group for you. Okay. Fine. So we'll save all our code into this folder from our notes. C#7 is the folder what I created. Okay. Now, I want to write a program. To write the program, what did I say? Array, we use an IDE called as Visual Studio. But let's not use Visual Studio in the day one. We'll go using Visual Studio going forward. But initially, we'll see writing code in a notepad. Okay, we'll see writing code in a notepad. Come on, let's open the notepad. And I want to write a program. Okay, I want to write a program now. If you want to write a program, what you required to do first? Define a class. Correct? Huh? How to define a class? I said you in the last class. Modifiers, class, class name. Where modifiers are mandatory or optional? Optional. Ignore it. What then? Class. class is a keyword, right? And all keywords must be lowercase. Class, name of the class. And what did I say? Array, all names in Pascal case. Class name, any name you like, but always follow Pascal case. I want to give my name of the class as first. Okay, class first. First is the name of the class. Okay, now inside of the class, to run this class, I need to write a main method. Okay, how to write the main method? Static keyword, guys. Void keyword, main name, Pascal case. Okay, fine. Now I just want my first program, I just want to print something on the monitor. So to print something on the monitor, if you are working with C language, what do you write? Printf, and you print something on the screen. Printf, %s, comma, hello world. Same way, I want to print something on the monitor. If at all you want to print anything on the monitor, how do you write the code is? Watch it. System dot console dot write line. All these are names, guys. All these are names. See, system, S capital, console, C capital, write line, W and L are capital. Because all these are names. So everywhere Pascal case should be adopted. Okay. And here I want to print something. Whatever you put in the double quotes is nonsense to the compiler. So write whatever you want, any case you want, no problem. My first C# program in Notepad. Are you clear? My first C# program in Notepad. So this is what I'm writing. So this is my program. And same rules, guys, just like how we end a statement with semicolon in C, here also we use a semicolon to end it. Okay. So system.console.writeLine is our print statement. You'll wonder what is system, what is console, what is writeLine. I'll explain you. Hold on. Okay. Now this program is ready. What next? Save it. Where to save? We created a folder now. What is our folder? C#7. Let us save the file in the folder. What is the name? First.cs. Remember that. First.cs. Extension is important here. So file name should be class name. Extension should be .cs. First.cs. Let us save it. File menu. Save. E drive. C#7. First.cs. Okay. Save. Done. The file is saved in the folder. The file is saved in the folder. Voice not audible. Guys, am I audible? Online students, am I audible? Yeah, who are not able to hear, nothing in my side here. You need to check your device. Yeah. Main is required now. Without a main, no code will execute. Compulsory, you're required to write the main. Extension is compulsory. Main is mandatory, extension is mandatory. Every file requires an extension. Without an extension, how do you save a file? Yes or not? So without an extension, you can't save a file. So basically, extension tells you what type of file it is. When you say .txt, it is to tell it is a text file. When you say .doc, it is to tell it is a Word document. .pdf to tell it is a PDF document. So extension is very, very important for every file. So in every language, we just have a different, every language will have a different extension. C language will have a .c extension. C++ will have .cpp extension. Java has .java extension. Python has a .py extension. And C# has a .cs extension. Tomorrow, if you are writing in VB, .vb extension. So these extensions are very, very important. Yeah, braces are mandatory to tell it is a method. Just a minute. When you write a method, oh, sorry, I did not use the braces. Thank you for correcting me. Yeah, braces are mandatory. I forgot. System as a static void main and these braces are mandatory. The braces tells it is a method, function. In C language, we learned a function or method. Braces are mandatory. Okay. So class first, static void main, system.console.writeLine. My first C# program in Notepad. Okay. So fine. My code is ready. What next? I need to compile the program. Saved it. Now I need to compile my code now. So what is compiling? Compiling is a process of verifying the syntaxes and converting this into machine understandable. Converting this into machine understandable. Actually, if you are working on C and C++, converting into machine understandable. If you're working in Java, converting into JRE understandable. If you're working in .NET, converting into runtime understandable. So because to run a .NET application, we take the help of a software called as .NET Runtime. Yesterday, I said you installing Visual Studio. When you install the Visual Studio, automatically the runtime is already installed on your machine. You don't require to install it separately. When you install the Visual Studio, the runtime is already installed on your machines. Are you clear? So because that is already available on your machines, you don't require to bother about installing it separately. So already runtime is available. So when I compile the code, this code gets converted into runtime understandable. What we call .NET runtime. The .NET runtime understandable. And the .NET runtime will now run the code now. Okay. So that will be the process. So first, what should I do? Yeah, file name should be your class name. File name should be your class name. So let's compile. How to compile? Compilation should be done from the command prompt. Compilation should be done from the command prompt. And when I say command prompt, all of you know how to open the command prompt now? Yes or not? All of you are aware how to open the command prompt. I don't require to tell you. How do you open the command prompt? CMD, right? Okay, that's why I asked you. No, not that command prompt. Not that command prompt. That's why I question you. When you install the Visual Studio software on your machine, it will provide you a special command prompt called as developer command prompt. You require to open that developer command prompt, not Windows command prompt. Is my point clear? It is not the Windows command prompt. What do you require? Developer command prompt. How do I get this, sir? When you install Visual Studio on your machine, it will give you the developer command prompt. You require to open the developer command prompt. Okay, already Visual Studio is installed on your machine now. So we have the developer command prompt on your machines now. Let's open this. Go to Windows search and search for. Can you see that? Developer command prompt for VS 2022. Okay now? Fine. Open that. When you open the command prompt here, by default, it will be pointing to the location where the VS software is installed. So on my computer, VS software is installed on program files, Microsoft Visual Studio 2022. Up to here, all your folders will be saved. What I asked you to install community, right? You'll find a folder there called community. Mine is enterprise edition. Mine is licensed. So that's why I got an enterprise. If you are installing community, you'll see the folder name as community. If you install professional, you'll see the folder name as professional. Because I installed enterprise, I'll see the folder name as enterprise. Guys, you don't require enterprise. Ours are licensed. That's why we use enterprise. For you, community is fine. Is that clear? Okay, it has all the features specially designed for students. Even on my personal laptop at my home, I use community edition on. Is that clear? Okay, so that's what. Fine. It'll be pointing to this folder. Now what you'll do, change to our drive and folder. How to change the drive? I mean C drive, guys. How to change to E drive? CD, yeah. CD is to change the folder here, not drive. Drive name colon. It's not CD. It is drive name colon. No, Alok, I'm not an MVP. CD is to change the drive here, not folder. Sorry, folder here, not drive. If you want to change the drive, it is a drive name colon. Is it clear? Drive name colon. So now I'm changing the drive from C to E. Concentrate on all the commands, guys, because you need to try. Be careful. So yeah, we are in the E drive now. Okay, change the folder. CD C#7 is our folder. CD C#7 is our folder. Clear? You are right into your folder now. Which folder? C#7. And here we saved our files now. Check it out. First.cs. First.cs aero program now. Okay, now? Fine. We need to compile it now. How to compile? CSC stands for C# compiler. C# compiler space file name. First.cs. Clear? Hit enter. If any errors are there, it will show you the errors. No errors. So simply came out of it. Came out, compiled and came out. And once I check, it generated an output file first.exe. Basically, this first.exe, the compiled code basically here, the extension is exe, but the code, the compiled code is called as CIL code, Common Intermediate Language Code. It generates you Common Intermediate Language Code. And this code is your runtime understandable code. This code is your runtime understandable code. Now I can run that. How to run? You need to run the compiled code, not CS. Most of the people will make this mistake. Everyone, I get the same complaint. Everyone will try to run .cs. You can't run .cs, guys. You can't run .cs is what? Source code. Source code means human understandable, not machine understandable. You need to run the code which is a machine understandable. Don't try to run first.cs. Try to run first.exe. Got your output? See, my first C# program in Notepad. Is it clear? Yes or not? You can run like this also, man. Operating system by default searches for the .exe extension. You cannot run .cs. That's what I'm telling you. Either simply type as a first or first.exe, not a first.cs. Most of the people do this. They try to run first.cs and come back complaining, sir, it is not working. If you try to say first.cs, it will open you the source code. Did you notice it? It opens you the source code. It is going to open the source code to you. That's all. It is not going to run the code. Okay. If you want to run the code, it is first.exe or otherwise first. That's it. Don't use it .cs. Clear? Understood all of you? Well, one more time I'm showing you the complete process. Step 1, I created a folder on your machine with the name, or in your notes, the folder name is C#, because I just have multiple batches, cannot have the same name. So that's why timings I'll use there. That's all. but in your notes, your folder name is C Sharp. That's it. So create a folder with a name called C Sharp. And once again, I'm telling you, don't save any of the personal content on the C drive. C drive, leave it for softwares. Sir, I don't have second drive, I can't help you. But if at all you have, don't use C drive for saving anything. D drive, E drive, anything you like. Okay now? So I have E drive. Just a minute. Don't have administrator privileges. Huh? Okay. So I don't have D drive. My drive name is E drive. Okay. On the E drive, I created a folder with the name called C Sharp 7. Okay now? First step, create a folder with the name as C Sharp on your systems. Second step, open Notepad. Write your program. Open Notepad and write your program. Come on, how to write? Class, name of the class. I am naming the class as first. Okay, next. Static void main. Remember, class is a keyword, static is a keyword, void is a keyword. All keywords lowercase. First is the name of the class, main is the name of the method. All names in Pascal case. Okay, next. I want to print something on the monitor. If you want to print, you write printf in C, cout in C++, system.out.println in Java, but you're writing in C Sharp. So the code is system.console.writeline. Remember, all these are names. All these are names. System is a name, console is a name, writeline is a name, and all names in Pascal case. Then every statement should end in a semicolon, and here write down whatever you wanted to print. What I want to print? My first C Sharp program in Notepad. Sir, which case should I write? No props. Why? Anything in the double quotes is nonsense to the compiler. Anything in the double quotes is nonsense to the compiler. Write whatever you want. No problem at all. Okay. And here also every statement should end with semicolon. Now, file menu, save. Where to save? E drive, C Sharp 7, first.cs. First.cs. Is it clear? Okay. Save. Next step, we should compile the code. How to compile the code? To compile the code, we require to open developer command prompt. What we need to open is developer command prompt. So let us open the developer command prompt. How to open the developer command prompt? Go to Windows search. Search for developer command prompt. First time you're opening, every day without searching it like this, every day without searching and opening, what you'll do is right click on this, open file location, open now, right click, send to, create a shortcut on the desktop, guys. Every day this searching headache won't be there. Clearer? I already have a shortcut on my desktop. I already created a shortcut on my desktop. Can you see that? Okay, now open it. Yeah, by default, it will be pointing to the location where the Visual Studio software has been installed. There is the location. What to do? Change to your drive now. What's your drive? How to change the drive? Drive name, colon. That is the command for changing the drive. Drive name, colon. What next? Change the folder. Change the folder now. CD C Sharp 7. CD space C Sharp 7. Next step, compile. CSC first.cs. Okay, now run. How? First dot, no need extension, first is enough. That's it. Any doubts? Understood the process? Okay. So if you look, I've given you the complete step-by-step process. Writing the first program in C# using Notepad. Step 1, open Notepad and write the following code in it. First time you're writing the code, to make it understandable to you, I highlighted you where uppercase should be used. Is it clear? Okay, I just used underlines in your print in the notes as I used underlines. Okay, you see, first F capital, main M capital, system.console.writeline. What is this clear? Array, I think guys, you even in C language also we used to do clear screen. Before displaying the output, I want to clear my screen. So in C language, we used to use a function called clear screen function. Same like that. Just a minute. First.cs. I said you first.cs means it will open you the file. Here watch it. I'm writing system.console.clear. System.console.clear. What will this do? This will clear the screen. For what? See guys, right now see, when I'm typing up my commands, all content, all screen, all commands are visible here. I want to clear the screen and show only my output now. Okay, come on, recompile. Recompile the code. Execute the code. See what happens. The screen is cleared off. Displays the output. The screen is cleared off and displays the output. Okay. Fine. Step 2. What is step 2? Saving the program. Create a folder on any drive of your computer with the name C#. I just named it as C# and save the above file into that folder, naming it as first.cs. Second step clear. Third step. What is the third step? Compilation. We need to compile our C# program by using C# compiler at developer command prompt provided along with the Visual Studio software. So when you install the Visual Studio software in a machine, you got the developer command prompt. And to do that, go to Windows search and search for developer command prompt for VS. Click on it to open. Once it is open, it will be pointing to the location where Visual Studio software is installed. It will be pointing to the location where the Visual Studio software is installed. So change the location where you created the folder and compile the program as following. See the syntax? Is your drive, your folder, CSC, first.cs, enter. Alright, this command, enter. Enter command. Okay, CSC, first.cs, enter. Once the program is compiled successfully, it generates an output file with the name first.exe that contains CIL, stands for other name, MSIL, stands for Microsoft Intermediate Language Code, any name you call in it, which we need to execute. Step 4, execution of the program. How to execute? Now at the same command prompt, we can run our first.exe file like this. Your drive, your folder, first, enter. That's it. Okay now? Okay, see, even you say 10 times also, you'll still have some confusion. Practice first. You must practice. If you practice, then all your confusions and will be clarified. Okay, so fine. In normal command prompt, to compile, we have a problem. What is the problem is you're required to set the path again. Basically, if you anytime came across Java in your academics or anything, to compile Java programs, we need to set a path and all. Without that hell, Microsoft has directly given you developer command prompt and said directly you can use it here. If I use Windows command prompt, what is the problem is CMD. This is Windows command prompt, okay? C# 7. CSC. See that. It won't recognize here because it is not a operating system command. It is not a operating system command. It is our Visual Studio or a .NET command. So for that reason, what did Microsoft do is it given you developer command prompt and said use this. Here also we can make it work, but to work we're required to just go for setting path. Environment should be set path, where the library, where the compiler is present. All the things should be set again. Every day it will become a big nuisance. So without that headache, it given you developer command prompt and said all your .NET commands, directly executed developer command prompt. So they will directly run for you. Okay. Yeah. Someone asking, please provide. What should I give you? Daily based notes again? The complete notes is there for you. Whatever I teach as it is, the notes is present for you in this. The Word document is placed on your Google Classroom. You can download it. Guys, whatever I teach, everything will be in the notes. Is it clear? Again, I cannot write all these notes, paste you in the Google Classroom. I can't waste the time. Like, I just prepared the complete notes to you. As it is, you can practice. Step by step, what to do, how to do, everything I given you in clear. Okay. Okay. Let's do one thing, guys. We have written a program, compiled it, executed, we tested all the process, but we'll try to understand about this one. What we used two methods now, one for clearing the screen and one for printing the output. What are they? These are the two methods what we used. One is clear, one is write line. The write line taking a string as a parameter. We passed it now. Clear doesn't take anything. Simply clear, no parameters. Write line takes string. Let me explain you what is system, what is console, what is clear and write line. Okay, let me explain you. Today we defined a class. What's our class name? First. So what is first? First is a class defined by us. How many classes will we define like this? By the time we complete our course, minimum 200 classes will define. By the time we complete our course, minimum 200 classes will write. Are you getting my point or not? Okay, so we'll be writing lots of classes, lots of code we'll do. Okay, we'll do dot. Now see, console is a predefined class in the libraries of our language. So what is console? Predefined class. Microsoft provides you nearly 15,000 predefined classes for us to consume. Did you get my point? 15,000? Yes, guys, more than that only. More than 15,000 classes are readily available for you to consume. It is a ocean of libraries for developing different kinds of applications. In that, the first class, what we are using today is console. So what is console? A predefined class in the libraries of our language. Okay. See, console class provides a set of members to perform IO operations on the standard IO devices. Read it, guys. Did you understand or not? It will provide you a set of members. What are members? Right, from 2 days I'm telling you members, variables, functions, nothing but methods. Understood or not? So console provides a set of members to perform what? IO operations, means input output operations on the standard input output device. What is your standard input device? Keyboard, yeah. Keyboard. Your standard input device is keyboard. Standard output device, monitor. Standard output device is monitor. Standard input device is keyboard. So if at all you want to display any output on the monitor, or if at all you want to take input from the keyboard, you are provided with members in the class. Which class? Console class. Are you clear? Understood? Okay. See, clear and right line are methods of the console class. Methods of the console class. And apart from these methods, there are many other methods like write, read, read key, read line, etc. Read the third paragraph. Sorry, this is not main, many. Many other methods like what? Write, read, read key, read line, etc. We'll use it. When the time comes, we'll use all these methods. Clearer or not? Now we'll be wondering, what is that? Sir, yesterday you said method should be called by creating instance of the class, object of the class. Yesterday only we discussed what is it? How to call methods of a class by creating object of the class. Am I right? But here we did not create an object of the class. Correct? Okay. Recollect what we learned yesterday. Members of a class are divided into two types. Non-static, static. If the member is non-static, you should create an object and call. If the member is static, prefix the class name and call. Yes or not? You're putting blank faces here. Yesterday I taught you two types of members. Static. How to call static member? Static. Static. Prefix class name. Non-static. Create a object. Understood my point here? Clear and right line are methods of the class. And apart from that, there are many other methods, read line, etc. And all these are. Got your answer? How to call a static method? Prefixing the class name. No need to create a object. If these methods are non-static, then I should create a object. And what did I say? Another 10 days, no object creations. I said you already. Yeah, no need. Why? Because they are static. I can directly call. So now you understood console is a class and clear is a static method in the class. How do you call? Console.clear, console.writeLine. Any doubts? Understood all of you? Wait here, wait. Why you want to see, understand what is the taste before eating only? Wait, I'm telling you one by one. Tell me, what did I explain you is understandable or not? Did you understand those things or not? Console is class. Clear and write line are static methods in the class. So object required or not required? Understood? Okay. Next. System is a namespace. And a namespace is a logical container of types like class, structure, interface, enum, and delegate. Okay. don't be confused with all the things. What is a class? Day before yesterday you learned. Class is a user defined type. Same as structures. Structure is also user defined type. Guys, do you remember when you learned C language? C language provides you 3 user defined types. What are the 3? Structures, enums, unions. Structure, enum, union. All these 3 are user defined types in C language. You can define your own structures. You can define your own enums. You can define your own unions. They're all 3 user defined types. C# provides you 5 user defined types. What are the 5? Read: class, structure, interface, enum, delegate. What we learned today? How to define a class. Same way, we will learn how to define a structure, how to define an interface, how to define an enum, how to define a delegate. But one thing, 90% are classes only. Clearer? 90% are classes. Remaining 10% only structures, interfaces, enums, and delegate. When the time comes, I'll tell you what is the use of them. So when we talk about type, when you talk about type, there are 5 user defined types to us. What are the 5? Class, structure, interface, enum, and a container for all these 5 is namespace. A container for all the 5 is namespace. I'll tell you in simple words. It's a logical container. Logical container means no physical existence. I'll tell you best example. On your computer hard disk, you have folders and files. Correct? Folder is a container of files. File is a container of data. Folder is a container of file. File is a container of. In these 2, one is a physical, one is logical. Physical means has size. Logical means no size. Can you identify what is physical, what is logical? I'm giving a hint. File and folder, one is physical, one is logical. What is physical, what is logical? File is physical here. File has size, na? Folder doesn't have size at all. Folder doesn't have size here. Anytime you noticed in the Windows Explorer, folder doesn't show you size. Where size is shown for a folder? Size is shown only for files. Check it out. The size is only shown for files. See, they're all files. Size is not shown for folder at all. Folders are not physical, man. Folders are logical. Folders are logical. They are not physical. Why do we use a folder? Tell me. Why do we use a folder? A simple question. Or you can save on drive only now. Why you want a folder to save? Can't you save on a drive? Can you save a file on a drive directly or not? Then why you need a folder? Think, man. Think logically. Why are you creating folders? Grouping. Why do you create a folder? For grouping. Today we created a folder called C#7. Why? Because every day I deal with multiple classes. If I save everything on one place, how do you know what are your files? Are you clear? So basically, we use folders for 2 reasons. We use folders for 2 reasons. One, grouping. Grouping what? Related content. Grouping related content. Second, can I create 2 files with the same name on C drive? Possible or not possible? Why not possible? Create 2 folders and save. Create 2 folders and save. We are folder 1, folder 2. Both are on C drive only. Now both these 2 files are saved on C drive only. But how they are separated? They are separated logically with a folder. The second reason why use a folder is to overcome the naming collision. To overcome the naming collision. First one, grouping related content. Second one, overcome naming collision. For these two reasons, we use folder as a logical container. Folder is a logical container provided for us by the operating system, correct? Namespace is a logical container provided for us by the language. Folders are logical containers provided by OS. Namespace is a logical container provided by language. Both are similar. Both are similar, I'm telling you. Tomorrow, what is a namespace means? Don't say, my sir said namespace is a folder. I did not say. I'm telling you, namespace is like a folder. I did not say namespace is a folder. Is the point clear, all of you? Yes or not? What is the namespace? It's like a folder. Logical container. For what, sir? First reason, grouping related types. Grouping. Second one, overcome naming collision. What is grouping related types? I'll tell you. 10 minutes back, I said you a point. What is it? In our libraries, we have 15,000 predefined, not classes, guys, predefined types available to consume. How many? 15,000, more than 15,000 only, something around 15,000 predefined types to consume. All these 15,000 are for the same work. All these 15,000 will do the same thing. No, na. So that's way, for a better understanding, what did they do, Look. These are all the types for developing GUI applications. These are all the types for developing web applications. These are all the types for developing. What did they do? They're put under separate namespaces like this now. Are you clear? In your college, 3 or 4 years of your college, you have taken 10,000 photographs in various occasions. Okay? 10,000 photographs are there. I asked you, can you show me third year annual day function photographs? All these 10,000 are in one folder. Now I asked you third year annual day function. It is going to be hard to pick all those photos now. Yes or not? So what you do for better organizing? What you do? First you will create a folder called college photos. Under that, first year, second year, third year. In first year again, Freshers Day, one folder. A picnic, one folder. Annual day, one folder. That is how you organize. So now I ask you a question. Can you show me the third year annual day pictures? Easy to pick. Same concept. All the types for developing GUI applications, one folder. All the types for developing web applications, one folder. Mobile applications, one folder. File handling operations, one folder. Database operations, one folder. Sorry, not folder, one namespace. Like this, they created namespaces now. Now tell me, you want to build a mobile application now. Is it easy to search for the related types from the 15,000? Or even it will be easy to search from the related namespace. Related namespace now. If you go to the related namespace, you'll find all the things related for developing mobile applications here. Yes or not? Understood my point here? That is the idea of the namespace. Clear? Second reason what I said to you, overcome naming collisions. Yes or not? See now, in my project, unfortunately, two developers defined a class with the same name now. Are you clear? When the problem came to know, when I'm integrating the code, you write code, I write code, so many people will write code. One fine day we'll integrate all the code. When integrating, we came to know what is it? Two classes have the same name. In such scenario, without changing the names of the classes and all, we simply separate them by using namespaces. Are you clear? We simply separate them by using namespaces. See there, it's a namespace 1, namespace 2. Here is class 1, Sorry, class first, here is class. But both are under the same project. Did you understand me? Both are under the same project. The project is same, but namespaces are different. Hope you guys are clear. Yes or not? Okay. So this is why they maintain the namespace. Okay. So listen. So first, did you understand what is a namespace? Namespace is a logical content. What it contains? We define classes, structures, interfaces, enums, and delegates. Okay. Next, listen this. All predefined types. All predefined types. How many are there? Around 15,000K. Okay, all predefined types of .NET are defined under some namespace. They are defined under means there is no type without a namespace at all. Every type is defined under some namespace. Okay. We can also define types under namespace, and we will see this process while working with. Are you guys clear? Come on. Understood? So everything is defined under some namespace, and we will also do it. We will also try this process while working with Studio. I'll tell you. We're not working with Studio now. When you work with Studio, I'll show you how to use namespaces. Now, system is a predefined namespace, and under this namespace, console is a class. Are you clearer or not? System is a predefined namespace, and under this namespace, console is a class. When a type is defined under a namespace, whenever and wherever we wanted to consume the type, we need to use the namespace prefix to it. Read this, guys. Come on, read it. When a type is defined under a namespace, whenever and wherever we want to consume the type, we need to use the namespace prefix it. Okay. And this is the reason why we have called console class as system.console. Are you clear? The clarity for this I given you in the previous point. See, system is a, and under this namespace console is a class. So how to call now? System.console. Are you clearer? I'll tell you in simple words. Your name doesn't have a value without your surname. Agree with me? Your name doesn't have value without your surname. Am I right or not? Do you know Sachin? Who is he? Is my office boy here. Who said about Sachin Tendulkar? I said Sachin, all Sachins are cricket players. I said Sachin and you're telling cricket player. Oh, all Sachins are cricket players. Is my office boy. That's what I understand here. Surname plays the important role here. Sachin Tendulkar then is a cricket player. Tendulkar is his surname. Correct or not? So how important is the surname for a name? How important is the surname for a name? The same level of importance for namespace name for a type name. Point clear, all of you? So now you understood a system is a namespace. In this namespace, console is a class. In this class, clear and write line are methods. Understood my point here? Follow the hierarchy now. System dot console dot write line. Okay now? Any doubts? How do you know which class is under which namespace? That only I'm teaching you, man. Yes, we can have multiple classes under different namespaces. The namespace is a container, that's all. It's a container. It's just like a folder under operating system. And we store what? Types in the namespace. It's not physical, it's only logical. Logical means no physical existence, guys. Your surname is physical, huh? Tell me, your surname is physical, huh? Your surname is logical to group your family, that's all. Understood my point or not? Ambanis. That is the name now. Grouping all the family members now. Tatas, Birlas, all these are just only the name of the family. They are not physical, they are logical. Under that we have people. Here we have types. There we have people, ladies, men, women, children, like this. Here we have types, classes, structures, interfaces, enums, delegates. Understood me? Relate everything to your life, guys. Relate everything to your life. Subject becomes easier. The way or the perspective how you are viewing at the subject should be simple. If you relate like this, subject becomes easier. If you don't relate, again, what is this namespace? Simple. It's just like your surname, grouping your family members. It's not physical, it is logical. Same way namespace also, grouping related types, all the types related. Okay, so here system is namespace. Under this, console is a class. Under this, write, clear, write line, read, read key, all of the contents in the class, all in the class now. So how do you call it now? System dot console dot clear or write line or something. Okay, now what did I say? Prefixing the namespace to the type name is mandatory or optional? Prefixing the namespace to the type name is mandatory or optional? Mandatory. It is mandatory. It is mandatory. Okay, fine. Just a minute. I want to write another class. I want to write another class. Are you clear? Array, what did I say? Open Notepad, write the program. I'll tell you a simple way. Watch it. Notepad directly. You can call Notepad from here. You can call Notepad directly from here. I want to write a class with the name called second. So it should be second.cs now. Existing or not existing? Array, not existing here. First.cs is there. Second.cs is not there now. Okay. It'll ask you now. What's it? I did not find a second.cs. Shall I create? Yes. Create. So now it is just going to create you the second.cs to you now. Are you clear? Watch. Class second. Static void main. Observe, guys. I'm only writing console dot clear, console dot write line. Console dot clear, console dot write line. Save it. Go to command prompt. See there, second.cs is there now. Okay now. CSC second.cs. Errors. Read the error. The name console does not exist in the current context. It is telling you, I don't know what is console. I don't know what is console. Why? Namespace is missing now. So is it proven now? What? To consume a type, we need to prefix the namespace name. Clearer or not? But sir, going forward, this will become a headache for me. Why? Every time writing system dot, if I want to use a write statement for 100 times or read statement for 100 times, 100 times I should also say system. Not only that one, sometimes these namespace names are very lengthy. Sometimes these namespace names are very lengthy. For example, guys, there is one predefined class called as TCP. Don't bother what is the use of the class, none of your business. Just listen what I'm telling you. This is a class. I want to consume this class. Then I should prefix the namespace name now. Do you know what the namespace name? The namespace name is system dot runtime dot remoting dot channels dot TCP is the namespace. Now tell me, I want to use this class 10 times in my code. See the headache now? System dot runtime dot remoting dot channels dot TCP dot TCP server channel. It looks very complex to read also. Readability also will be there. Typing also, more typing work. Readability also will be missing. Yes or not? Okay. To overcome this particular problem, we have a concept called as importing a namespace. What is that? What is that? Very simple. Right now, this code has given an error now. Yes or not? We'll fix the error. One way to fix is type system before console. Second way to fix is go to the top of the class and write down using same like hash include stdio.h. We write in the C programs that is importing a library. This is importing a namespace. If you import a namespace, all the types of that namespace can be consumed without a namespace prefix. Did you understand me? All the types in that namespace can be consumed without a namespace prefix. No need to write system dot again and again. What am I doing? I am importing a namespace. What am I doing? Importing a namespace. So guys, come back to your command prompt again. We got 2 errors earlier, right? Let's recompile the code. No error. No error. Right? Second.exe generated. Second.exe generated means no error. Run. Got it? Are you clear? So I've written you 2 programs today. One, prefixing the namespace before type. Second one, importing a namespace. Will you try this now? Try these 2. Try these 2 options first. First, without importing the namespace. Second, by importing the namespace. Okay? Read, guys. Read the notes once carefully. You will get a clarity. When I say you're having confusions, compulsory you have confusions. Read it. That's way. Read each and every point. What is a system? What is meant by grouping? What is overcoming the naming? I have given pictures also there to understand all. And finally, here I talked about importing a namespace and how to import a namespace. Try this. We'll talk more about this in the next class. Okay, now. So all of you try this first. In the next session, I'll talk more on this particular concept. Okay, let's stop here. We'll meet tomorrow. Deshmukh, no one will share the notes here. Your contact with your admin and the notes will be available in the Google Classroom for you to download. Notes is available in the Google Classroom to download. Contact with your admins. DIR is to list the files. DIR is to list the files. I could see already 78 people already added in the Google Classroom. Contact your admin. Your admins will add you in the Google Classroom. Whoever is available in the Google Classroom can download the notes. The notes is available here for download. Your